Well, hello, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of Some Good Booze. My name is Jonathan Pogash. I am with the Cocktail Guru. That's my company. You may notice a little bit of a different backdrop here. We're going through some renovations in the studio, which is actually my home cocktail lab. So welcome. Thank you, everyone from Facebook Live who's joining. Thank you, everyone from YouTube Live. If you haven't gone to YouTube to click subscribe, please do so. And you can also click follow or like on the Cocktail Guru Facebook page. So it is great to see you. We are now on Tuesdays at 5 p.m. live Eastern Standard Time. So that's every Tuesday. Go ahead and mark your calendar. Go to have a recurring calendar notice if you'd like. Hey, what the heck? So what we do here on the Some Good Booze show is we make good booze cocktails, obviously, but we also talk about some positive, inspiring news stories. So I've got one today that is really cool because I actually love the Beatles. Who loves the Beatles out there? Raise your hand. You can comment. Tell me if you like the Beatles. What other bands do you enjoy? And what are you drinking right now? Shoot me a comment, please. Okay, so happy birthday to Ringo Starr. He is celebrating his 80th birthday today with a little help from his friends. Hilarious. Sorry, guys. I don't know. So I got this from the Good News Network. So actually every year he does charity music performances on his birthday. And today, actually at 7 p.m. live on YouTube Live at 7 p.m. Eastern, he's doing a charity concert with his friend Paul McCartney and some other friends, Sheryl Crow, in fact, Ringo's big birthday show. And he benefits charities for this go around, David Lynch Foundation, Black Lives Matters, and it's great. So definitely have a listen. Okay, hey Teresa, hey Chris. Oh, I know. I do have to. Chris has a nice beard. Thanks. I'm putting you right up there, my friend. I know that you just shaved yours, so you know I'm gonna shave mine probably at some point or another. In any case, let's stop talking about people's beards, please. Okay, so here's the deal, folks. I'm gonna make you a cocktail. This one happens to be a Buck, which is a pretty elusive cocktail, and you'll see I've got all of my historical references. I've got some cocktail books here because this cocktail is somewhat mysterious. Oh, so cool, so cool. Anaya is drinking a coconut water mojito. Yum, that sounds really delicious. I could definitely go for a mojito. So the Buck, the gin Buck specifically, we think probably stems from a gin fizz, which is a classic drink, combined with a horse's neck. A horse's neck is a gin-based cocktail with ginger ale and sometimes lemon juice with a nice long orange rind. Now, the fizz actually dates back to Jerry Thomas's Bartender's Guide in 1862. He has his gin fizz, powdered white sugar, lemon juice, Holland gin, and ice. Okay? So think about that. Then we get to Prohibition era or thereabouts, and you have the Savoy Cocktail Book, which was probably the most famous cocktail book to come out of Prohibition, actually in London. London bartender at the American bar. Look, you've got the Holland Fizz, the Hoffman Fizz. Hoffman Fizz, juice of half of a lemon, powdered sugar, and a glass of gin. And of course, the Mr. Boston Bartender's Guide included those cocktails as well. The horse's neck dates back to the early 1900s. The Buck, we think, got its name from horse racing. So what is the Buck? It's the predecessor also to the Moscow Mule. You see the lineage here, right? Moscow Mule, vodka, ginger beer. This drink is essentially gin and ginger beer with a little lemon. Moscow Mule usually has a little squeeze of lime, right? Check it out, friends. Let's go ahead and make it. No shaking required on this one, believe it or not. No shaking required. Teresa, excuse me, calling me a piece of work. Thank you. I take that as a compliment. You too. Michael is drinking. Look at that. Look at all those interesting cocktails people are drinking. You're drinking a rock and roll cocktail based on Warren's cherry pie, Tennessee whiskey, maraschino, limoncello, orgeat, and a little Luxardo cherry. Wow. That sounds like a really good cocktail, Michael. Sounds really great. Okay, so we've got the double screen action here. We're going to go ahead and make our, I was about to say horse's neck, but it's a gin Buck. Okay, so I've got my gin over here. This is a Scottish gin called Caroon. We're going to do 2 ounces directly into our highball glass, just like that. And now I always add the liquid first instead of the ice. Liquid first and then ice so that we don't prematurely dilute the drink. Now we'll add our ice. Okay, and folks, this is such an easy highball style cocktail, right? So what you could do is just go ahead and then top it off with whatever ginger beer you have. You could go all crafty if you want and use like a ginger syrup. These are my friends at Cheeky. They make this good ginger syrup, or you can make your own ginger syrup. A little bit of lemon juice is usually included in a buck, so I'm going to add half of an ounce of fresh lemon juice to that. And we'll go right ahead and do our fancy craft ginger beer. Give that a little top off. If you've got some fresh mint, that would be a really nice garnish for this, actually. And no shaking involved. We're just rolling, okay? And it's literally just passing it from the glass to the tin and back. And you're just sort of blending the ingredients. No shaking, obviously, right? Oh, thank you, Teresa. Big compliment. Thanks. Love it. So for my garnish, I actually have this delicious candied ginger that I'm just going to skewer and place right on top. Again, if you've got some fresh mint, that would be really great. Any kind of fresh herb right now. My friends, there is the gin buck. Such an interesting cocktail. I'm going to throw a special Cocktail Guru straw right in there, and I'll take a sip, let you know how it is. 1 second. It's good. You know what I love? Well, ginger beer is great. I love ginger beer on its own. It's delicious. But that little bit of fresh lemon juice really rounds out the flavors. And especially with gin, it works so incredibly well. It is crisp. It is refreshing. Porch pounder, as they say. And I could definitely drink many of these on a nice warm summer evening out on my patio or on my porch. Hopefully you're having some of those awesome times yourselves. Cheers to next Tuesday. Send me a note. Let me know what you're drinking. Let me know what you'd like to see on the show. I am definitely open to suggestions. And you may see a couple of other things happening back here after our little studio renovation happens. So cheers, everyone. Have a wonderful rest of your week. Happy drinking.